Good old set and talk. As useless as they were previously. And probably can be used in the Atlantic for the first time in a long time. However, we no longer want to go on search and destroy. We want, blowing up shit. Yes, what are these words I'm looking for? See, once you have a full, proper plane stash, it's great. We'll move them from here and just move them to the East Northern Sea. That will be very important. Okay, these guys sunk most of the Navy. Okay, Goering. Uh-huh. That's not a motorized division, that's cavalry. What are you... Who are you? What happened to Goering? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy he's gone, but what happened to him? German education for the children. Austria wishes to join the war. Sure. I knew that would happen. Austria? That's a bugged event. Or maybe not. Do you want a non-aggression pact? So you stop garrisoning my borders and potentially, like, ruin your country? Yeah. So our swing east seems to have failed, which is tragic. And our forces seem to be more impotent than I would like. Oh, I know part of the problem as well. The front line shifted way, 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 way far. We're supposed to be covering everything, but we're mainly focusing down here. This should help relieve some of the supply issues. However, we do need to make a drive to the other bank of whatever river this is. Yeah, they're dug in well. Focus on regaining your organization. I hate it that it frickin' does that. I wish when selecting two different armies, or at least just specific units as I was doing there, I would actually be allowed to... Oh, the French are beginning to attack again. Yikes. However, that does remind me we can boost, no, we don't, probably don't want to do that. I was going to suggest boosting radar, but maybe not. We will boost the capabilities of our synthetic forces. No, Russia! What? No. A, you're my puppet, and I don't want Sternberg to die. Actually, you're my puppet. I can probably puppet Sternberg. Alright. I'm joining this war for the sheer reason of saving Sternberg. He might conquer Russia. I'm not sure how I feel about all this. We might have just created some chaos, we might not just have. And this is actually beginning to look bad in the south. We might have to shift these reserve forces down to Munich. Our offensives in the Balkans have slowed down quite significantly, much to my dismay. And we don't have good recon on anything either. However, yeah. We're able to punch hard, but we don't have enough organization to do anything. That's a big issue. We've lost a lot of men fighting down here. Getting another research slot will be nice as well. So we'll do this one slightly ahead of time. For all of these. And I guess begin funding the Focke-Wulf. What? Ooh, I might have done a bad thing. Let's see, what did I stop funding? That's fine, that's fine. Apparently that. Ah, that's kinda awkward. Okay, unfortunately, ignoring that, we'll create the Kaiser Wilhelm Society. And just sink a bunch of Cindy boats. Let's expand to the North Sea now. I have confidence that our navy can begin knocking out these guys. Our eventual goal is to try and strike into the channel. And you know what? Let's do that now. It'll be the true test of what's going on. This is what I don't want to see. However, I guess it's fine in the end. Our planes aren't being able to be levied effectively, and neither are the French's. Or the Communards. We have lost a lot of ships first. However, I hope they're of the older type. Oh. Yeah, this is some pretty heady losses here. The carriers on their side have a lot of oomph behind them. They're mostly carrier 3s. Oh, that's a problem. That is a major problem. We need to get out of this battle now. Repair now. That was surely a naval defeat. Our navy is wildly out of date, it would seem. However, I think we can try advancing back over here. It is evident that our forces are superior in terms of defensive capabilities. However, we lack offensive capabilities that I hope the Sturmpanzers here will make up for. And Leopards are beginning to replace a lot of our initial bits, and these units are taking up a lot of our modern tanks. What are they? This one. More battleships. We will remove tanks from this. That'll free up a lot more armored vehicles for our actual tank battalions. I mean, it's not as many as I would like, but it's sufficient. Oh, and our offensive loses steam instantly. That's tragic. How is our whole plane operation coming along? Non-existent, it appears. We're still in dire need of oil, which we are buying from the Pacific states. We will jack it from Russia. Yeah. Taking from the Russians will probably be our best bet to secure some oil in the short term here. If we can knock out these guys, we might be in a good spot. However, it seems unlikely. 400 political points. That's a sign that I am wasting time. There's just so much, though. We can do Spearhead Man. Oh, I love this guy, though. Yeah, I think we might put this guy in charge. Hans von Siecht is dead, I think. Yeah. Mackinson is fine. Division attack plus 10% is nice. Well, these guys are the old guard. They're hella dead. Sorry, my Valley Girl is coming out there. Yeah, let's do this guy for now. Navy, we want to do power projection, probably. Definitely. And that's fine. We'll probably eventually do Meitner and Einstein. Because our nuclear research is lagging behind, I feel. Oh, definitely so. Definitely, definitely. We need to boost that if we have hopes of having a nice time here. We do need to build a ton more military factories, and I'll go about doing that now. I think with the security we're beginning to see on the front line. Really? Train 3 divisions worth of drivers and gunners. Da da da. Okay. Are these... Oh wow, these are actual tank divisions. Holy... Of course it's Von Goering. Yeah. These guys I can take. I forgot, is Rommel disgraced in this universe? I don't think so. Put Rommel in charge of it. See if we can muster anything else. Probably wait a little bit longer. Oh. We'll have green tanks. And send everyone to Romania. We're going to try and swing across the northern slopes here and move to Sofia. Or, quite frankly, anything. We need to encircle and defeat in good order our enemies. Oh yeah, I forgot the final boss. That's a concern. A united communist America. And yeah, they chose... They did choose a Saxon king. I'm not sure if that happened as a result of us or what, but they are German. Not yet lost. That's nice. Bum 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 bum. Alright, Sternberg is winning-ish. Ish. Wild Ace appears. One of these days this offense will work, and today might actually be the day. Yeah. Holy crap. Something's happening here that allows our men to properly do things. It might be because Kluge is actually doing his job properly. But advance we finally shall, and we will begin to support Einstein and Meitner. Even in Syndicalist block. We want to make sure we're the first to the bomb, because communists having the bomb is, you know, bad. Very, very bad. Our advance here has been fantastic in that it has allowed us a bit of a breakthrough. And unfortunately, the Greeks were able to return more quickly than I would have liked. That's unfortunate, but tolerable. However, we did manage to secure an advance here that they immediately broke through, which is annoying. And still moving too slow on this front, but we will finally cross this river and hopefully take Plovdiv. Rommel and his coterie have arrived. It's about to worry I need to descend for them. We will, however, advance well now, I hope. African divisions and panzer divisions hand in hand fighting against the Greek and Bulgarian force. We have total air superiority, good intelligence against them, and this should be not too bad. The breakthrough is really helping. I always forget about breakthrough. We have secured an advance to Thessalonica, which is nice. And we managed to secure Plovdiv. We should be attacking here. Holy crap, they forgot to defend those mountains. Yeah. Whatever happens here, we might be able to gain a nice little encirclement. With 5 divisions to boot in that, that's not insignificant considering the forces arrayed here. The combined arms offensive seems to be making a good advantage, or a good advance. They're steadily moving through the Romanian forces, and this is a good test of whether or not they're ready to be used against the French. We're probably going to try and make a breakout against level 7 forts. We'll see if we can make a breakout over in the Belgian area using the better panzers. These are the panzer divisions. Interesting. We are going to change these guys to... So Rommel, these are panzer divisions. We're going to change this to Schnell panzers. There we go. Sure. And we're going to begin upgrading our actual panzer divisions to medium tanks. Of which, you know, we have none, but it's a good start. We're lacking 600 and we're producing 3 per day. 4 per day, if you like to round. However, this advance has not given up. We should be able to march on Athens. Yeah, we can cut off the entire Greek force here. And... you know, our tanks are a bit exhausted here, it seems. Might be wise to halt for the time being. But they are getting a good bit of experience here. And the Greek forces are falling apart. I'm not sure if they're a vassal of anyone in particular. Very much seems like they are. Probably the Serbs? No, they are an independent nation. You wouldn't get that just by looking at them. I guess you would. This is good? Maybe? No, they don't like our type of people. It's fine. Probably won't be a major problem down the line. However, what is a major problem is our lack of advance on Sophia. And also the awkward front line against the Greeks. Amusingly enough, we could probably encircle a good portion of them here. Our planes don't go down this far, I believe. This is a purely Greek air region. Bulgaria has capitulated though, which puts a big relief on our forces. We could probably march on the Serbs. Did they say march? Oh no. Yeah, this will also allow us to finish off the remainder of the Greek forces here. I think the fall of Bulgaria will hopefully once and all for all decisively end our little Greek debacle here. However, Alexandros Papagos. For some reason that reminded me of Andros from the good old games. Not the company, the people. Yeah. However, we have our friends, Einstein and Meitner, making the bomb for us. Gotta love a good bomb every now and again. Please don't murder me, NSA. This will be a good test to see if Norway likes us. Oh. We also want them to cancel. Oh. Okay. Neat. Sure. Combining the Navy fully up, I guess. However, Wilhelmshaven is super over capacity, so we'll move back to Kiel. Half of them. The other half stay. Oh, those are some nice borders right there. Oh, but we've finally done it. We've encircled a pretty number of Greek divisions here. Hopefully we can march on Athens now. Weakened Greek forces will allow this. Greece out of the war, we will have a good advance on the Serbs, who without their allies are probably fairly weakened. We've already taken Belgrade. And Serbians are up a creek without a paddle, to take an old phrase. The great part here is us distracting these guys allowed us to take Athens. And the mountains will not be the Greek people's friend this time, it will be their tomb. However, it doesn't matter considering they're not a major power. Now there we go. Good, my vassals don't screw me on this. We will conquer all of them and make them puppets. Expanding Mitte Europa more and more. Wait for a few days to pass before we get the good decisions. We will liberate them. We will liberate Romania. Put Karl back in charge, or Carol. Liberate Greece. And liberate Bulgaria. There we go. See, we have Carol in charge of Romania again. Ain't it great? We have this dude. Victory in the Balkans? No, no, no. You get pretty powerful. Continuing along now. Tank production is beginning to ramp up, which means we can finally prepare the liberation of the French people from the horrors that are Syndicalism. It will be a long... They are mobilizing a lot of men. Interesting. They are very odd. And they increase their decryption while destroying their encryption. Interesting. I marvel at the French efficacy. However, we will take this atomic research. Germany is not researching any atomic sciences. Oh boy. Austria is having a bad time here, and we can't help them. At least not quite yet. We will go to training mode, which I believe is K, and move our forces back to Central Europe. They just straight up gave us a panzer division. Granted, we have no tanks to outfit it with, but they gave us a panzer division nonetheless. We will move the rest of our reserve forces, Rommel, Lieb. Wait, there are 3 armies here? Oh, yes, I remember now. We moved in Lieb as an emergency, reserve man. They agreed. Next 25 years, we got a lease. We will, however, find this guy and find a place to put him. Maybe closer to the front? Sure. Rundstedt has done a good job at maintaining the front line against the French. Hopefully we can get our airplanes in a good spot soon so we can properly support our boys in the field. However, we are all caught up in that regard in terms of current levels of technology. We'll upgrade IG Farben. Modernize, we don't need to do that anymore. Secure the Skirgenreich. Yeah, we can't do these because we nuked Denmark and Ireland is not as friendly as I would like. They're plenty friendly, but in a different regard. Sad face. Guess extend supply lines to Singapore. Japan, why? Sternberg, what have you done? We're gonna have to fight the Japanese now, aren't we? You know what? This is going to be a mess. Call all allies. Call all allies.